Two podcasts in one day. Welcome to the latest edition of the Bullpen with Adam the Bull, brought to you by Bet Rivers. The game has just ended. Game number 2 in the books. And unlike last year, the Cavaliers are looking great so far in the playoffs. They dominate the Orlando Magic again, 96-86 the final. Cavs defense fantastic. We'll go through all of it in this post-game reaction show. It's 96-86. It's a 2-0 lead. It's the Bullpen with Adam the Bull, brought to you by Bet Rivers. Let's go.
You're watching Adam the Bull on the Bet Rivers Network.
All right, folks. Could this be any more different than what we saw last year? This is the opposite, right? Last year, the Knicks dominated physically. Last year, the Knicks could shoot and the Cavs could not. This year, the Cavs are dominating physically. This year, the Cavs are playing great defense. This year, the Cavs are the better shooting team. Now, to be fair, the Cavs haven't shot really that great. They've been mediocre shooting the ball, but Orlando's been absolutely awful. They were once again terrible from three. They were once again under 40% from the field. Their guard play, Gary Harris did a better job in this game. He had an 0 for last game. But, again, Jalen Suggs struggled offensively. Anthony struggled offensively. He was 0 for 4 from the field. And the Magic, Banchero has, the stats look okay, but I've been very unimpressed with Banchero. He has 15 turnovers in the series so far. Meanwhile, let's talk about the winners, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell had a great first quarter. It kind of struggled a little bit after that offensively. He was a little sloppy with the ball, had some turnovers in the second half. Still finishes with 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists in this one. Did struggle from the 3-point line. The Cavs, it was similar to the first game a little bit, where they were good offensively in the first quarter. They they turned the ball over a lot after the first quarter. And they let the Magic get in the game, and then they put them away. Kudos to a guy I've been critical of a lot in the second half of the season. That's Isaac Okoro. He was the man in the second quarter. He had 10 points, 1 assist, 4 steals. He was plus 12 when he was on the floor, tied with Jarrett Allen for the best plus-minus of the game for the Cavs. But when the Cavs were scuffling there early in the second quarter, and the Magic, were right in there. They were a couple points back. Okoro went on a big 8-0 run, hit a couple of threes, made one at a shot clock buzzer. The Cavs only used 8 players, no Sam Merrill in this one. And he gave them great minutes off the bench. 4 of 8 overall, 2 of 5 from 3. Made some fantastic plays on defense. I mentioned he had 4 of the team's 11 steals. They took advantage of that, and it was a tremendous effort, again, on the defensive end. 2 games in a row, they've held the Magic to under 90 points. That's unbelievable. This is like 90s-style basketball. The Magic have scored 169 points in 2 playoff games. Donovan Mitchell led the team in scoring for the second straight game. Jarrett Allen became just the 3rd Cavalier ever with 20 rebounds in a playoff game. Kevin Love had 21 in 2017. Brad Daugherty had 20. And Brad Daugherty was on the call of the game on Bally's. But Jarrett Allen, fantastic in this one. 16 points, 20 boards, 9 offensive rebounds. 9. The Orlando Magic's entire roster had 11 offensive rebounds. Jarrett Allen had 9 by himself. The Magic had 41 total rebounds in this game. Jarrett Allen had 20 by himself. 16 points, 20 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and only 2 turnovers. He was 6 of 10 from the field, struggled from the line. And the Cavs actually shot very poorly from the line in this game. They were 16 to 26. Not good. Got to be better. And there's things the Cavs got to tighten up. There's no doubt about it. The competition's going to get tougher in the next round, and it does look like the Cavs are going to win their first playoff series without LeBron in 31 years. 1993, the last time the Cavaliers won a playoff series without LeBron James, and they are well on their way to doing it here. In fact, before this year, the Cavs had barely won any playoff games in 30 years without LeBron, and they're now up 2-0. Game 3 is Thursday night in Orlando, but I mean, I just don't see how Orlando wins this series. I picked Orlando to win this series. What an idiot I am. And I'll tell you, I spent the whole year saying the regular season doesn't matter, and then the Cavs played like absolute trash in the last month, and I was killing them for it. And I have to admit, I totally overreacted to their poor play late in the season. I totally overreacted to them tanking that last game. It was stupid. It was meaningless. This is a totally different. I mean, watching the intensity of every single possession in the playoffs, it's not like I just started watching playoff basketball this year. I should have known better. Now, to be fair to myself and the other people that are critical, the Cavs showed no life in the playoffs last year. And so my assumption was we would just see that again, but that's not been the case. The Cavs have really played against the Magic like the Knicks played against the Cavs last year, and just good contributions all around. Max Strus, 7 points, 9 rebounds. He had 4 assists, no turnovers for him. I thought he played well. Niang was a pain in the neck. I mean, he didn't shoot it well. He was 0 for 4 from the field. So you look at the stats, it's not much there. 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 1 block. But he irritates. Speaking of players that irritate, Franz Wagner, the Wagner brothers. But it was actually Mo Wagner that was getting people all fired up. He was pissing off the crowd. The Cavs fans were angry, and he played a decent game, but he ended up fouling out, and the crowd was on him, and he was trying to rile up the crowd, but it wasn't doing anything. I've been very unimpressed with Banchero. I know Banchero's a good player, and I sound like an idiot saying I'm not impressed, but because I haven't watched him play much, but I've been unimpressed in these 2 playoff games with his performance. But he's a young player, in fairness to him. I mean, he's in a tough spot. They're not a good shooting team. But, man, 15 turnovers is just awful. So I saw the Orlando Magic posted this, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. What a game for Banchero. I mean, that's what he did in game 1. Again, he was 2 of 7 from 3, 4 of 8 from the line, and 9 turnovers. That's terrible. 15 turnovers in 82 minutes for Banchero. He's getting no help around them. The Magic look hopeless. You look at this team and you're like, how did they even make the playoffs? And that's stupid because I've probably watched them play 5 times the whole season, including these 2 games, if that much. But they look terrible, and the Cavs have made them look terrible. I thought Orlando early in the game, first 18 minutes, had a lot of good opportunities to score. They had some good shots that they couldn't hit, and then the rest of the game, the Cavs really clamped down defensively. The end was a little weird. The Cavs took some bad shots. They fouled. Doherty was getting frustrated on the broadcast, and I don't blame him because Cavs got sloppy at times in the game, and at the end of the game, I guess you could argue they let the Magic somewhat back in it, getting the lead down to 10. I mean, I never really thought the Magic had a chance, but it was a little disjointed, we'll say, at the end of the game. But in the end, they get the job done. So it was Donovan Mitchell in the first quarter, big second quarter for Okoro. We talked about that. And Darius Garland, who had done nothing for the first 7 quarters of this series, or little, had a nice fourth quarter. I think he had 2 points going into the fourth quarter and a bunch of turnovers, finishes with 15 and 4 assists. Cavs only had 18 assists in this game on 34 field goals. So there was a lot of isolation play, and it was, the ball movement wasn't – it was not a great game by the Cavs on the offensive side. They haven't played very well offensively in this series. And to be fair, I mean, the Magic are a good defensive team, but the Cavs need to play better if they're going to have any success in the next round. But for now, a lot of positives on the defensive end. Evan Mobley didn't shoot it particularly well, but he was aggressive, which was nice to see, going to the basket. He finished with 17 points, 7 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and 3 turnovers. And there you go. That's really it. Karis LeVert had a better game, 8 points on 3 of 7 from the field. And the Cavs are up 2-0. All right. I'll be back with another podcast on Wednesday. Like I said, hopefully back on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show on Tuesday. If I can get out of jury duty, we'll see. I may join the show in progress. I may not be able to get there. Maybe I'm on a case. Who the hell knows what's going to happen? And the live podcast, as always, Thursday at 2 p.m. So join us for that. And then after Game 3 Thursday night, I'll be back on with another instant reaction to what has happened. Again, the final in Game 2, the Cavaliers beat the Magic 96-86. The Cavs take a 2-0 lead in their best-of-7 series with Orlando. Thursday night at 7 is game number 3, and we'll see if the Cavs can pull off a sweep with Game 3 on Thursday and Game 4 on Saturday, and they get some rest before they play, most likely, the Boston Celtics in round 2. Thanks to Brian Monzo for producing. Thanks to all of you for watching or listening. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for that. We'll talk to you next time. Where else but right here in the Bullpen with Adam the Bull, brought to you by Bet Rivers. See ya.